Hi y'all. How are y'all doing today? Um, salute, salute to anybody that's tuning in today. Ooh, I'm drinking electrolytes. This is what I'm drinking today, y'all. Okay, it's in the bottle, so whatever's in this bottle is what it is. Y'all don't believe me? I don't know. Just a little bit. Oh. But how y'all doing? Thank you. It's another Wednesday. I don't know what side this hair want to do today, but if y'all see, we a little straight today. I feel like I look more Asian when I have my hair straight. But yeah, I kind of didn't do nothing to it this morning, so it was kind of looking flat. So I said, you know what? Let's be on some, let's straighten it out, and. Yeah, I told you, I tap into my Asian side. I feel like when I have my hair straight. My son said I look more mean when I have my hair straight, but what does he know? We ain't gonna listen to him. But yeah, no, thank y'all. Another episode of Sippin N Trippin. Thank y'all for tuning in. A lot has been going on. As y'all seen, you know what I'm saying? Do I look a little bit more tan? Do I look a little bit more tan? You feel me? I got a little sun. Got a little sun. I was red for a little bit, but I think that brown color coming in now, you know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? But yeah, I got a little sun. Took a little trip, a little quick little trip. You feel me? And I needed it. I needed it. I think anybody. I would say a woman, right? I was gonna say, ladies, if you need it, do it. Just do it. Cause you know what? We be waiting on people to like do shit with, and sometimes you just gotta go. Whether it's by yourself, whether it's just with one. Like you don't need these big old trips with a whole bunch of people. Just do it. So yeah, my kids just had spring break. And I'm the one that left out of town. I feel a little bad, just a little bit, like just a little bit, but I really don't. Like you know what? Because prior to this trip, um, I was feeling tired. Like it didn't matter how much sleep I got. It didn't matter how long I laid on the couch. I could have laid in that bed for 24 hours and I was still getting up like just I wasn't tired because I got to sleep, but I just felt like I was just drained. You feel me? Like I don't know if y'all ever felt like that. I just felt drained. But when I tell you, when I came back from this trip, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I had a little pep in my step. And I think it was just being able to unplug from reality for a little bit. And I came back, man. Look, when I came back into town, yo, it was like I came back on Wednesday, came back to the salon Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Then we had Easter, and I felt like I was just going and going and going. But I don't feel drained. You know what I'm saying? I still let's get some shit. But today my body hurt right now. My body hurt. So if y'all tuning in a little later, I know we started a little earlier than my usual late start. Because I'm trying to get up in this bitch and get the fuck out because I am tired today. That's because I caught myself going to the gym. And I go to the gym, trying to be healthy, trying to get this heart together. Nothing's wrong with my heart before y'all get to asking questions. Nothing's wrong with my heart. I just, um, ain't nothing wrong with it. I don't want nothing to be wrong with it. So that's why I'm going to the gym. I'm trying to, Shane, get a little my body a little summer ready. I mean, this is just what my body gonna be. But I was just telling Martha, like, look, I'm working out. I'm probably not watching what I'm eating though. But I'm working out and my body like it's hurting, my legs, my butt, everything hurt. My stomach today hurt because I was doing little core exercises. And I'm like, you know what? I've been working out and I've been chilling and shit. I don't go out as often as I used to. I don't party like I used to. And shit, when I was doing it, when I was out there drinking and stuff, at least once or twice a week, away from the weekend, a bitch was a little slimmer. You feel me? Now that I be chilling at the crib, now that I'm dealing with all these babies and children and being a good girl and shit, I done put some weight on. So I think maybe I need to go back out and hit them streets. But I'm old though. I'm old, and you know what? Fucking Florida, motherfucking Florida, boy, motherfucking Florida treated us good, but at the same time, it made a bitch feel old because we was down there in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and me and my girl Pam went out there, and spring break made a bitch was like, look, when them motherfuckers didn't even have to look at your ID to let you in those fucking bars and shit, I said, you don't want to see my ID? You don't want to see my ID, motherfucker? Shit. They're like, no, because the bitch neck behind me, she looking like a baby and shit. I look like her auntie or mama or some shit. I probably could have been their mama. Now I'm like, oh, there's some baby. But I will say though, if I catch my son doing any of that shit I seen motherfuckers doing down there, ooh, we gonna have a problem. And I know some of my people are gonna be like, Jess, what was you doing when you was 18? What was you doing when you was 21? We not talking about me. We talking about other people. But going back, let's go back. Let's go back to first, prior to me leaving to. So see, this is the dumb shit that I do, and this is why a bitch be tired because I be doing too much, and I know I be doing too much, but I still feel like I can do it because I tell myself ain't shit I can't do. I can't. I'll if I don't know exactly how to do it, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna find somebody to know how to do it. So let's go back to when we had the last show, right? We had the last show. We talked about that Friday, March 22nd. I had a comedy show down in Gary, Indiana. That my boy DJ Showtime, Terrence, he put together this nice little comedy night for we did it in a cigar lounge, which it was cool, man. Yo, when I tell you that vibe, bro, that vibe was everything. That was some grown and sexy type shit. You feel me? Motherfuckers was in there. They was puffing on their little cigars. They was getting their little drinks. They had couches and shit. The shit was comfortable. Okay. They had the games on the TV. The music was dope. He was playing some old school hip hop. You feel me? It was just a dope fucking place. And then the comedy came. I did okay. I did okay. But we are our toughest critiquers or whatever you call that shit. I did okay. I will say that I was a little less nervous from my previous shows, right? And you got to think about it. Like I was thinking about it, and I had to give myself some grace. I know I've been using that word a lot, but I gave myself some grace because that was like my 8th time touching the mic and hitting that stage. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I believe like I'm gonna start hitting up some more like open mics, try to like, intermingle with some other comics, meet some new people. But it's just I'm busy and I'm tired and all of that shit. But I am going to attempt to do that and intermingle with more comics. And like maybe they'll put me on some of their shit. Maybe they'll see me on the open mic and think I'm funny and be like, bitch, I need you on my show. Like, you know what I'm saying? That type of shit. But I did it and I think I did okay. Did I do like knee slapping funny? No, but I had them chuckling. I mean, I pulled them into my own little world and I had them chuckling. I will say that I did notice that when I was speaking my stories, that room was quiet. So that means that they was listening. I had their attention and nobody was having no side conversations and none of that shit because I ain't gonna talk about the other comics that was on there, but some of the other comics that was on there, they had like guest spots or whatever. They were cool. They were nice. You know what I'm saying? One didn't do too well. Um, and I don't. And again, I'm very brand new to this whole comedy world, right? And this whole comedy world, bro, it's a whole different. So I'm still trying to understand like how people work, what people do. But at the end of the day, it's people's. People's are people's, and they gonna do what they gonna do anyway. But I just never. I hope knock on wood. I hope I just don't ever get to a point where I bomb, you know, so bad that I gotta tell people like, I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. I know I'm funny. Y'all can suck my like. Again, I know I'm new to this shit, but I feel like you should never say that. I would never say that. I don't see myself ever saying that to some people just because they ain't laughing at whatever the fuck I'm talking about. Like, switch your shit up and talk about something else, or talk about yourself, or talk about the DJ or the bartender, or talk about somebody. But I don't know. But other than that, though, like other than that little like hiccup, the rest of the show was good. The headliner did his thing. I was sitting there listening and taking my notes because again, I'm still a student, so I'm trying to suck all of this shit in. I'm paying attention to how he's acting, how he's talking to the people, how they reacting to him, and all of this shit. So it was a learning experience. The people were great, and I will say that whether they were blowing smoke up my butt, I don't give a fuck. A lot of people came up to me after the show and was telling me that I was funny, that they enjoyed what I was talking about, and all of that shit. So you know, I didn't do too bad. I did too bad. Um, but could I have done better? Of course. So that was Gary, Indiana. But Lord, let me tell y'all, that shit was a 2-hour ride. God damn. I was all excited to do the shits. And I was like, oh yeah, Gary, Indiana's right down there. But not taking into consideration it's a Friday evening to try to get to Indiana. Oh my God. But it was a great time. It was a great show. Hopefully he has me back in the future. And it was cool. And then the day after that, right, did the comedy show on Friday night. Saturday night, we decided to do a birthday party for my nephew, Ekis, who's the owner of like Cell Barber Studios, right? They did a little family gathering, so I went to that because I wasn't gonna miss that. Do you understand that I left there at like 1:45, got home, I still needed a pack, and got home at like 2:30, which is something that you look, don't do what I do. So I got home at like 2:30 to sit there and like pack. I still had a pack. I hadn't even had nothing packed. I did take clothes out that I wanted to like bring, but I still had a pack. I still had a shower. I still had to get out the road. You understand that I left my house at like 3:45, 3:40 to make it down to Midway to get my girl so we can get to the airport. Ooh, that was like, and no sleep, and just look, don't do that shit. I do it all the time. Just don't do this shit because it's extra stress that you do not need. But anyways, we get to Florida. We couldn't get on the first flight, so we ended up getting on the last flight that day on Sunday. Let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all. So we arrived in Fort Lauderdale at midnight, Sunday night, right? At mid 12:30, I think we arrived. So by the time you get off the plane, by the time you grab your luggage, by the time you jump into the freaking Uber, taxi, whatever we took, to get to our Airbnb. Now we at the Airbnb and it's about 1:20, 1:30 in the morning. So my ass get to Googling liquor stores near me. Bam, pop up. There was one that was a 4-minute walk. Yes, we walked a 4-minute walk down the street, and they closed at 2. I said, bitch, let's go. So we get our shit. I literally, because I didn't know the neighborhood, I didn't know what we was gonna run into. I mean, it didn't look that bad while we was in the car, but I don't know. So I just literally took a credit card and my ID, and I said, let's go. So we let trucking down the street. And it was literally like 2 blocks away. Get to the liquor store. The bitch is closed. Ah, damn. So, okay. So I'm smoking a cigarette while we walking over there. So now I'm still smoking a cigarette. But there is a bar attached to the liquor store. So I said, man, it's 1:45 now. Ask the bartender if they did last call. Like, let's see if they'll serve us some alcohol. Like, let's just get some drinks in us before we have to go back, You know what I'm saying? Before we have to go back and just chill at the crib. Not paying attention to what the name of the bar was. My girlfriend opens the door and she says, "Oh." And I said, "Oh, what?" And she said, "Look, bitch." So we looked. It's a motherfucking male strip bar club, whatever the fuck it was. I said, "Oh." And at that point, we look at the sign and the motherfucker is called Le Boy. Le and boy. And they had where the boys hang out, and then they had, the rainbow flag at the bottom. And I said, "Oh, but I don't give a fuck." Like, asked, so she went in there. The bartender said yes. He did call last call, but he will serve us some drinks. Pew, let's go inside. We go inside. We sit down in the stool, get our drinks. When I tell you this bartender was a little lit, with little, but I mean a lot of lit. We asked, the cups were probably about this big. I asked for a double tequila on the rocks with a splash of water. Then he said, "Do you want it chilled?" And I said, "Yeah." So I ordered that with 2 beers. And the motherfucker said, "Okay." So he puts it in the shaker and then pours it into our cups. The first cup is to the brim, like all the way to the top. Like you couldn't even move it. You was going to spill some shit. The second one probably had about a finger less than the top. And I said, and then he still had some in the shaker. He gave us 2 beers. So I said, "Oh, okay." So we drink the shit. When I tell you, very little, I think it had a little bit of water in there. I don't know, but we drank the motherfuckers. And then I took like, if you follow my social media, you didn't see the little boys twirling on the little pole. And then we had this little Cuban dude trying to get some money. He was talking to us. And I said, "Look here, baby. I don't have any money on me. All I have is a credit card and my ID. So, um, I ain't got no money. So you go dance with these little men's in here because we ain't got it." But he was like, "Oh, no, it's okay. I'm just talking to you guys. I'm new." And he's telling us his story. So we in there. I'm looking. It's 2 o'clock now. They said they closed at 2, but I'm like, we gonna stay in this bitch until they kick us out. I asked for another. So then he tells me the total. It was like $38 for them 2 drinks and the 2 beers, doubles, right? So he goes back. I said, "You know what? I know you're done, but can I just get 2 more shots of tequila? And then we done." He was just like, "Okay, I can do that." Oh, because I had asked him, like, "Can you do $20 in cash and then I'll pay the rest on my card?" This man was so lit that he was like, "I can't do that right now." So I was like, "Okay, well, just can you get us 2 shots and I'll just pay everything on my card?" He's like, "Okay, I can do that." This man goes and gives us 2 more doubles, but those motherfuckers was quadruples. Comes back, gives us a quadruple shots, brings me the little credit card machine. That motherfucker said $24. I stuck my motherfucking card in there so quick, gave him a little $15 tip, and I said, "Here, there you go." And then I looked at my girl and I said, "Hurry up, bitch, we got to go." Cause he don't remember charging me the extra. Look, I am not one of them people that's gonna be like, "Excuse me, sir, you didn't charge us for the first drinks." Like, bitch, we gone. Let's go. So we left, and everybody was leaving. So I'm like, we drank that shit. The little boys were like, "Oh, you want to party with us? Where y'all going? Whatever." And I'm like, I don't know if we should go party with them. We didn't. We ended up going back to the room. But we walking back these 2 blocks, and I'm walking a little crooked. I'm like, "Bitch, did we just sit there and get drunk in 30 minutes? Like, what in the fuck?" But if y'all followed, y'all seen that we went back. I was drinking. Look, we were so hard up for some alcohol. I don't drink wine, but I was drinking wine that night because the Airbnb had a little wine bottle in there. We drank that shit that night. We drank the whole bottle. And then we went to bed. But it was cool though. Like I won't go through the whole details. I just thought that was funny. Le boy. So if y'all ever down in Fort Lauderdale, y'all want to see some little boys and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Le boy. Um, but yeah, no, we had a great time. Like I said, we went to the store, we hung out at the pool, then we went to the beach. That and it was kind of windy. But it was so like tranquil. It was nice. It was windy, but it was nice. The waves, but I don't go too far. Like first off, when we passed the little lifeguard station, it had the red flag, which means that it wasn't safe to get in the water, and then it had a purple flag. So my ass was reading the fucking meanings of the signs, and the purple flag meant that there was marine life in the water that was detected or spotted or whatever. So, other than jellyfish and sharks, you weren't gonna find me in that water. I went because, and then the waves were crazy. Like 1 minute is just hitting your ankles, and the next minute the water up to my motherfucking waist. Like I know I'm short. Before y'all start with your little short jokes, I don't care that shit. And they were so strong they didn't knock the bitch, my big ass, over. I said, "Oh my god." I know I don't seen them videos where the people get knocked over and then they get washed into the ocean, they get caught out and they just rolling around and shit. I did not want to be that person. My ass got up so quick. Let me tell you, this big bitch was moving. I said, "Oh nope, not me, not today." But we had a great time. So we left there. We partied. We went to this little strip called Las Olas, where man, well, when I tell you it was so young, we ended up at like I think we ended up at Senior Frogs. They had some decent music. They had those like long hurricane pina colada margarita fucking drinks and shit for the frozen shit. So we had one of them joints. And we were just sitting there, people watching and talking shit, whatever. And then we ended up calling it a night there. And then the next day we went to this other. So if y'all ever go to Fort Lauderdale, y'all can go check out those bars. It's a whole bunch of like bars and whatever. And then the last night we went to this place. It's I don't know, it's downtown Fort Lauderdale off of Second Street, and it's a whole bunch of like nightclubs and bars, and just literally within like 2 blocks, it's just bar, nightclub. There was lines and shit. I'm like, no. Mm-mm. We did end up going to a nightclub, which had the music that we were cool with. Look, I was sitting there making fun of these old men because there was old men looking at these little young ladies, right? And then it dawned on me that I was like, oh my God. Are we like the cougar bitches that look like that we trying to search for these little young boys and shit? So I stopped talking shit about the old man because I didn't want people to be looking at us like, oh, look at them little old ladies trying to get with these little young men. So, I wasn't trying. I did it. I was just like, you just a baby. Like, stop that shit. No, thank you. And then especially like if we out of town and you trying to talk to somebody or whatever, and you don't buy motherfucker a drink, nope, nope, no, thank you. Nope. I mean, not that I'm out there looking for that shit, but if you don't offer, I am not talking to you, sir. No. And I'm not gonna let my friend talk to you neither, sir. No. Look, and it wasn't even about the buying the drinks. It was just the gesture. And my thing is like if you're trying to get a female's attention, we were sitting at this bar that was selling 8 shots for $10. Come on. Come on. 8 shots. Granted, those were the little, the little like fruit drinks or whatever. The kamikaze and I don't know, whatever the fuck. It tasted like juice. It might have had like a splash of alcohol in there, but it tasted like juice. But if you can't even buy that shit for a bitch, you could have been like, yo, let me pay for that $10 for 8 shots. If you can't even do that shit, move around, sir. Move around, cause no. I ain't one of these little young bitches. No, thank you. No, thank you. But other than that, I mean, we had a great night. We did end up meeting. Um, a friend down there who ended up like taking us to this. I'm like, I say a friend because we friends now because he done took us to this other bar. So we were walking down the street. We was about to leave, and I was like, "Yo, where the fuck do the old people hang out?" Like, uh, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand the spring break, I get it, but like, where do the people over the age of fucking 30 hang the fuck out here? Like, where do the locals go to party? I know they don't come down here unless they trying to hustle or do some shit. You feel me? So like, where they go? Where they at? So we ended up meeting him, and he was like, "Oh, he's telling us all these bars," and I'm like, "So what's the name of the bar? Like, how did what?" And then he was just like, "Well, like I'll take y'all." And I know, he's a stranger and all of that shit. But yeah, we got in the car, and he drove us to this bar, but he was sober. He wasn't drunk. We were drunk, but he was sober. And then he took us to this bar. I said, "Oh, okay, thank you very much." So we was in there. Now that was the vibe that we was looking for. When I tell you they had games. I don't know if y'all ever been to like Q Bar out here. I think there's one in Chicago, but I'm not sure. Anyways, it's one of those big old bars that have like games and shit. They got pool tables. They had a DJ, you know, and then they had the little bar area. They served food. Like it was a dope little sports bar. And you can tell that it was motherfucking locals in there. So we stood in there, had a few drinks. The dude paid. We was ready to pay for our own shit. He's like, "No, no, no. Y'all my guests. I got y'all." "Oh, okay, sir. Thank you very much." And then we get back in his car, and he reaches back and he was like, "Here you go. Do you know this little boy?" I'm gonna call him a boy because he wasn't. I shouldn't say he's a little boy because he was in his 30s. I think he was in his 30s. But anyways, he gave me the little shooter of Casamigos. I said, "Oh, aren't you sweet?" Those are the things that make me say, "Oh, aren't you a sweetie?" So he gave us the thing. Gave him our address, and I was like, "Are you gonna take us home, or are we gonna have to like Uber?" He's like, "No, no, no. I brought y'all here. I'm gonna take y'all back." He's like, "I can either take y'all back to where the bars were at, or I can drop y'all off at the crib." I said, "Oh no, drop us off at the crib because we done." I think it was like 40 something, 4 o'clock in the morning, 3:30. I don't know what the fuck. I look. I remember he dropped us off. We said thank you. And then he's like, "Man, y'all, if y'all miss y'all flight tomorrow, you call me." I was like, "You want to party with the girls from Chicago?" So yeah, and then we came back, and then me and my girl just like stood up for a little bit, drinking and shit. And then we knocked out because then when we had to catch that flight the next day, Lord, when I tell you I was tired, I was just like, and then my girl was just like, she was up. I was like, "Oh man, look, I'm not used to partying till fucking 4 in the morning anymore. 4:30. I think it was like 4:30 by the time we went to bed or some shit. I'm not used to that shit. So the next day I'm look, this is how I know a bitch getting old because let's see if it's gonna zoom back in. I couldn't do it no more. Here we go. I couldn't do it no more. See, Sue, you want to laugh at a bitch. Look, because we was drinking the night before. When I tell you we was drinking all day, like I was drunk, sober, and then got drunk, and then we got back over there, and then we had a little. I had another like water bottle that we had tequila and a little bit like a little juice, I think, and some tequila, and then the little security guard want to check my bag and shit. He's like, "You can't bring that bottle in." He's like, "I'm gonna have to throw it out." I said, "No, no, 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 sir, no, no, sir. Give me that bottle back." The motherfucker was one of like them ice bottles. You know, it's a water bottle, right? It was more than halfway full. I was like, "You're not throwing this out. I'm gonna sit here and drink this motherfucker." My girl was like, "Come on." So I said, "You knocked out." Yeah. So I drank the motherfucker. Glug, 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 glug. And then the motherfucker was just like, "Oh, they some old heads. Old heads. Holy water. Holy water. That's holy water. It is. It's my electric light water. It's the same water that I drank down in Florida. Look, it was a great time. I was hurting. We was at the airport. Look, when I tell you I was hurting, because after a long day of drinking and shit, when I tell you we was drinking, the problem was the only problem that we ran into down there was that they do that dumb shit. Holy hell, no water. Sue, you got that right. Holy hell and no water. This one ain't got no water. We're gonna take a shot just because of that. Oh, but the only problem down there is that they do that shit and they do this shit in the fucking South. I don't know why. I don't know if it's a fucking law. I don't understand why they do that shit. Where it's like the main stores can sell beer and wine, but if you want some actual alcohol, you gotta go to an actual liquor store. So we went on a hunt. Okay, we done went and got some damn groceries. And I don't know why. I have no idea why we didn't think about buying, like looking up a liquor store when we was there, because they only sold beer. I don't know. There was one literally a fucking across the street. But here we go. Grab the fucking groceries. Go back. We eat. I'm like, all right, let's go to this other. Let's go back to that liquor store by Le Boy. Them motherfuckers don't open on Monday. So here I am Googling again another liquor store. They said, oh, there's another one that's just like 2 minutes that way. All right, fuck it. So here we go, trotting and shit. Look, I got some fucking steps on this trip. Wow, I'm walking. We get to the motherfucking liquor store. It's closed. I don't even think it's open for business. Like it's closed. So I said, oh, what the fuck, Google? You done sent me off. So there was this like little quickie mart right there, right? So we went up in that joint. I ended up getting a fucking 12-pack of beer. I'm not a big beer drinker, but at that point, I just wanted some fucking alcohol. So 12-pack of Modelo, let's go. Put that bitch in my backpack and we walked back to the thing. So while we hanging by the pool, drinking the Modelos, I looked up Uber Eats and seen if I can fucking Uber. I Ubered some tequila to the fucking crib because my ass was so tired that I didn't want to walk nowhere no more. So I ended up having to pay like an extra $20. But I wrote it off that we was on vacation. I wasn't trying to go walking back another fucking 15 minutes towards the grocery store to go pick up these 2 bottles of tequila to bring back so we can drink. Like, no, it was just too much. I Ubered my alcohol to the fucking Airbnb and I ended up calculating what it would have cost me to what I fucking paid. It was an extra $20. So I paid an extra $20 for me not having to walk 15 minutes there and maybe another 15 minutes back for some alcohol. So whatever, it's okay. But hey, you know what? Uber Eats delivers alcohol. If you didn't know that, I'm just saying. I did have to show an ID when the dude came. And you know what? That motherfucker was delivered within 20 minutes. 20 minutes. So this is Florida water. Oof. Florida water. But, Cuzzo, I'm going to have to text you in a little bit. So, yeah. So that was basically, we got back. I told myself I wasn't going to sleep on the airplane. Man, bitch, please. I got in the airplane and I'm a sleeper. Anybody that has traveled with me knows that I will get on this airplane, put my headphones in, and this is how I know I was knocked the fuck out on that plane, because I woke up with my motherfucking mouth open. You ever be somewhere and you're like, I know that's not the prettiest, and don't be dirty, motherfuckers, but that's not the prettiest fucking sight you want to see right now. But this water, this is what I'm calling Florida water right now because I brought it from Florida. So it's my Florida water. But yeah, I was knocked out so hard on this airplane that I woke up with my mouth open. I said, and I had these two left. So we're on Southwest. So Southwest is doing this new thing, or maybe they've been doing it. I don't know. I don't really fly Southwest, but they're doing this thing where you don't pay for a seat. Does this look like coconut water to you? Sue, you know me better than that. Do you honestly think that I am drinking fucking electric light water in this fucking bottle? I'm gonna give you a moment to just let that soak in. Just give you a moment. I'm giving you a moment. Do you honestly think that I'm drinking electrolyte coconut water in this bitch? Bitch, it's tequila. It's tequila. It's actually Cazadores Reposado tequila. But I didn't want to bring it back in a bottle, a glass bottle, so I put it in here. Do you know what I mean? That's my favorite. Like right now, that's like a good tequila that I prefer, that I like to drink. Don't get me wrong. Every time we went to a fucking bar and I'm like, what kind of tequila you got? They're like, we have Casamigos. We have. I'm like, why do they keep pushing that shit? Like, it's okay. I think it's okay. It'll fuck you up, but I'm not a, like that's kind of like that. What's that cognac? Do say? I tell people all the time. I'm a little blurry. I think I'm a little blurry. There we go. I tell people all the time, like, do say it's okay. Do say is okay. Look at me rhyming. Mm. No, do say is okay. It's a cognac, right? I know I'm a Henny girl. I don't know. I don't even know if I can say that openly that I'm a Henny girl. Cause man, look, the last one that was a little rough. But anyways, some more I would prefer. I would say my preference is Hennessy, right? But I will drink some Douce. But Douce tastes like Cavassier VSOP to me. It do. My homeboy that I used to mess around with back in the day, that's all that motherfucker drank. So I drank it a lot. So and when I tasted Douce, I'm like, first off, Douce is double the price than what Cavassier was, and it tastes the fucking same. So I'm gonna bring that shit to because my nephew drink that shit. So I'm gonna bring that shit next time, and I'm gonna have him fucking do a taste test to see if he can tell the difference between Cavassier and Douce. Or maybe we'll do it on the show. Who knows? But I'm telling you, it tastes the same and it's double the price. But anyways, I like Cazadores because it's smooth. It don't have that like I know I'm making a face because it's like straight and shit. If I would have had some ice, it would have been even smoother. But it don't leave that like burning sensation down your chest. It don't make you regret like just putting it in your mouth. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just so I prefer that, or I'll do some Don Julio. Or there was another tequila um that wasn't that bad. And of course, I mean, there's people that buy these $200 bottles. I'm not a $200 budget type of buying a bottle. Look, if I bought a $200 fucking tequila, I'd be doing this to y'all. So that's it. Here you go. That's all you get. That's it. You get 3 drops. Okay, next. No. So with the amount of alcohol that we drink, I have to be economically smart about it, right? So for me, I will never, ever, ever, ever do Cuervo. Ever. Now, but now there's a quotations or pause or what we call them little brackets and shit. Now, my little nephew done brought some Jose Cuervo, Cristalino, some bullshit. I think no, was it Cuervo? Or was it 1800? It might have been 1800. Now 1800, it's okay. I'll drink it. I don't know if I'll ever buy it, but I'll drink it if it's there. You feel me? But anyway, this ain't a tequila show. But yeah, so I had to Uber eat some fucking tequila to the hotel. So I wasn't gonna leave this there. We left a lot of other shit there, but I'm gonna leave this there. Ah, whoo shit. But anyways, so that was basically the trip. I had a great time. I came back. look, I've been busy since I've been back because I've been busy working. We had Easter. Look, I took Monday as like I went to the gym, I went to the dollar store, and then I didn't do shit for the rest of the day. And then now back working yesterday and back working today, and now I'm doing this. So it was one. And then my dumbass had the bright idea of making tamales for Easter. But like the recipe that I got makes an abundance of tamales. And then I decided to make some extra ones with we call it rajas con queso, which is like poblano pepper and cheese, right? Or you can do jalapeno. But so I made more masa, or which is like the dough part of the tamale. And it was a lot of fucking masa. I man, look, I felt like I was fucking making look. I'm so glad that we are almost done with the tamales. The last person I was selling them so I can cover the cost of me making the bitch. You feel me? Um, but them ladies that be on 18th Street in Cermak, look, my hat goes off to them because I'm pretty sure they got the industrial machines and shit to do they shit and all of that shit, but I didn't. Just made it with my blood, sweat, and tears in these hands. These hands of mine. But them bitches was banging though. I don't care what nobody said. Them motherfuckers was good. It wasn't dry. It just had good flavor. And you know, look. The next one. The next one. You want some what? I gave you some tamale, sir, Mr. James. Um, so yeah, so I will make that was actually my second time making tamales. So if y'all love them and that was only my second time, you wait because I'm still like trying to tweak the little recipes here and there. The rajas con queso, I'm gonna like tweak that recipe a little bit. So those motherfuckers gonna be. Don't worry, don't worry. It's gonna be better next time. Again, that was only my second time making tamales. So if you got some, you're lucky. That means I like you a little bit. If you didn't, I'm sorry. I still like you. I still like you. But you know, some people bought some. I sent it out. I posted it on Facebook. Some people bought some. My homegirl, she's so mean. She bought 12 of the rajas con queso. I gave her 2 extra ones of the green ones. She was like, I'm finna go home and tell my husband I only bought 6. She's so mean. She is so mean. And you know, the funny thing is that I had a lot of people eat the motherfuckers cold. I'm like, warm it up. Like, they're like, shit, them motherfuckers was good cold. But I love my people. Thank y'all for your purchases. Um, Again, I just sold them because I'm gonna learn how to like cut this recipe down because I'm not trying to make 100 fucking tamales every time I fucking make tamales. Look, and we made more than 100 this time because, like I told you, I made so much masa that it was like we started. My mom made some refried beans. She chopped up some jalapenos in there. I put them bitches in the tamale with some cheese in there. Now those look, that was like a great breakfast tamale because that shit was banging. You saw throw some green salsa on the top. Shit, them bitches was good. But no, so yeah, I'm gonna make some for Mother's Day because my mother wants me to now make them for Mother's Day. So I'm told you I'm gonna make a smaller batch though. So I don't know if I'm gonna have anything to sell around that time. We'll see how busy I get. I don't know how the fuck I made them this past weekend because I was tired and I was busy. I don't know, but I got it done. And people, we had Easter. Easter was great. I had a great time. I don't know about everybody else, but I like hanging out with my family. I have a fucking great time hanging out with my family. So that shit was a blast. I always have a good time with my people. You know what I'm saying? So I hope everybody had a great Easter hanging out with their people. But the problem is, so now, like my niece came over yesterday, and I'm doing their kids' hair, and we get talking. So we are forever trying to do this trip for my mother. My mother turned 70 in last February, or the February that just passed. And we've been trying to do a family. She wants to do a family trip with all her grandchildren. I'm not gonna point out who is delaying this trip, sir, but somebody is delaying this trip of my mother's. My mother about to be 75 before we take this fucking trip. So, anyways, so we talking about that. So, anyways, my niece was just like, man, you know what? We should take a trip. You know, I'm starting to like look. Let's go. I don't know where I'm gonna get the money, but I'm gonna get the money. Let's go. I'm ready. I'll be ready. Let's go. Look, my bank account be like, bitch, you can't go nowhere. But around the corner, look, feedfinder.com. Find me there. Purchase some pictures. No, but let's just say we going on a trip. Yeah, so that's one trip booked. I know I got another one coming, but we haven't booked it yet. I hope my mama's trip gets booked, or maybe taking a cruise this year. Look when my phone texts come through, I'm especially when they be like, "Bitch, how about this? Let's go." So I might be on a cruise. I know we got one trip booked. I know my mama's trip is coming up soon. I know my cousin. I got like 2 cousins that are hitting milestone birthdays coming up. Like, let's go. If you need a travel partner, I'm just saying, if you don't want to go by yourself, I will lend you my services of, you know, I could be a wing woman, a wing man. You know what I'm saying? Like I could be a couples therapist. Look, I done went to Vegas with my girlfriend and her husband. I was their therapist. You feel me? We had a great time too. I am a great person to vacation. You feel me? So let's go. This year is the year of unplugging from the world for a little bit and taking vacations because you know why? Life is too motherfucking short to not enjoy it. So I've come to that. Well, I've always known. I'm just glad that people are now starting to understand that shit. Why not fucking go? Why just do the shit? Do whatever the fuck makes you fucking happy. So I'm not trying to like stress over bullshit. If it ain't about my money or if it ain't about my kids or like my immediate family, you feel me? I'm just gonna roll that shit off my shoulder. I'm not gonna stress myself over nothing. Nothing. You feel me? So like no, I'm not. Again, if it ain't about my money, my family, my kids, like you know what I'm saying? Like, nope, I'm not gonna stress myself over no bullshit. So let's take some girl trips. Let's take some family trips. I'm trying to go on a vacation. I'm trying to like just look. One of if I don't know if I'm gonna make it this year, but one of my what do you call that? What do you call that list that you be trying to do? Um Bucket list. What's on my bucket list? I want to go to Carnival. That's in Brazil, right? It's in Brazil. I think it's in Brazil. I want to go to Brazil. I want to bid me some fucking wings. I want me a headdress. I want a fucking bedazzled bra and underwear and just. I'm trying to do all of that shit. Look. We trying to do all of that. So if you all want to like, you know what I'm saying? Let's do it. Shit. Get a group of people together that you enjoy. Like, but see, y'all got a vacation the same way. I go with no itinerary and just we gonna figure this shit out. I know there's other people that like an itinerary that they gotta do this, that, and whatever the fuck. I'm trying to wake up and drink and then maybe eat, lay in the sun for a little bit, jump in some water, whether it's the beach or the pool, drink some more, sober up, take a nap, go party, and then go. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the rotation. If you want to do some sightseeing or some other shit, we can possibly put that in somewhere. But a bitch is trying to. The part of vacation is to fucking relax, especially when I don't got my kids. Now, when I got my children, don't get me wrong, I'm still drinking, I'm still partying, but it's a different because I still have to like make sure they're okay, make sure they ate, make sure they're not gonna die, make sure you know what I'm saying. Like, so that's not a vacation to me. A vacation to me is when I ain't got to worry about nobody but my motherfucking self, and I don't end up in jail. That's it. We cool. I didn't end up in jail. I didn't end up in jail. We are okay. Nobody had to buy me out. I didn't end up in another state. That means that, bitch, we had a good vacation. You feel me? Like, I'd hate to wake up and end up in a whole, like, what's that movie, Hangover? Wake up in a whole motherfucking different country or icebox or some bullshit. Like, no. I do that here. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking woke up in Indiana and shit and be like, how the fuck did I end up in Indiana? We don't do that shit no more. That's my younger years back then. But yeah, so, and when I tell you, look, Southwest right now got the motherfucking tickets for like $39 each way. I'm just saying, somebody hit me up. We can go on a vacation. We gonna see a city. You telling me $100 round trip? And granted that you're gonna need a little bit more money because you're gonna need the, wherever the fuck you gonna stay at, unless you got family in that city or whatever, then but $100 round trip, run that, please. But yeah. So I hope that y'all take some vacations this year and enjoy fucking life. Um, what else was I gonna say? Oh, so if y'all, I think I posted it, but I haven't posted it recently. Is we're gonna be doing a pub crawl on 420, April 20th. We're doing a pub crawl. That tequila getting to me. It's hot now. It's hot. 420 at noon in Berwyn. Berwyn. We're doing a pub crawl. So if y'all want to join me and my friends, a few of us are going. We had a great time last year. We're gonna have a great time this year. I am waiting to go to this bar to get a michelada. I'm not a big beer person, but I've been drinking a little beer lately, but just a little bit. My day paid $88 to Las Vegas round trip. My daughter. Oh yeah. Ooh, Vegas. Hmm. I have a love-hate relationship with Vegas, but when's she going? I go to Vegas. Anybody want to go to Vegas? $100 round trip? Shit. Who wants to go to Vegas? You know what? Shit. I'm gonna call my cousin because she been trying to get down to Vegas. I think. Oh, she's leaving Tuesday. Damn, fucking work. No, well, is it hot down there right now? I only want to go if it's hot. I don't want to go to Vegas if you got to wear a hoodie and shit. I'm not that person. I don't know. These white people be doing that shit. That's her birthday. But is it hot in Vegas though? I don't know. What is it? It's April. I think it's hit or miss. I think it's hit or miss. 75, 78 right now. Oh, look, that's perfect. That is perfect because it was 78, 80 degrees when I was down in Florida. When I tell you, you can have your buns out and not be sweating and shit. It was a great time. So if it's 78, oh, she good. And that's that dry shit too. She gonna have a great time. I like Vegas, but I'm not a gambler. So, and I've been there so many fucking times, all that glitz and all that shit. But like, I'll go if it's a group of people, or I'll go like if somebody hadn't gone there. So it's cool. She is a tax baby, April 15th. Look, don't talk about that shit. Cause you know what? So my oldest son his birthday is December 28th. So he was breached so that he didn't want to turn. So I had to schedule a C-section. Do you know that the doctor was just like, okay, so my due date was like, I think January 3rd or January 6th. It was one of them things. But after you hit them 38 weeks, they say the baby ready, he cooked, he ready to come out and let's go. So his birthday ended up being December 28th because I was like, do you have any days before January 1st? She said, lots to do, no gambling. My child lives there with their partner. You know, there is a lot to do other than gambling. I know. I've been there plenty of times and I'm not a big gambler. I'll spend like maybe 20, $40 in gambling, but I'm not a big gambler. But again, I'll go. Like it's not a place that like if I want to go somewhere, I'm gonna be like, ooh, let's go to Vegas. But like I said, if it's a group of people, I'll look, I'm not gonna say no to a party. Hello. But why are you going, Maddie? You should be going. I don't know. I know my cousin wanted to go, I think in May. I think she wanted to go in May. Is that Mother's Day? May. May is Mother's Day, right? So I know she was talking about going down there in May, but ooh, I don't think I'm gonna make it. I don't know, but if them tickets $100, I might be going down there. Let's go down there for Mother's Day, y'all. I literally just got back. We went to Death Valley in Area 51. Oh, that's right. You was in Cali. Isn't that Cali? I think that's Cali. That's another place I want to go to. I want to go to California. I haven't been to California. I have a list of places that I would like. I have a list of international places. Granted, actually, I want to go. One of my bucket list things to do is I actually want to go to every state in the US of A. Every state. Even the states that I don't know what the fuck is there to do. Like, what do you fucking do in North and South Dakota? But I want to go just to say that I can go. But what did they say? Oh, Santa Monica's beautiful. Oh yeah, I heard that. There's a lot of places in Cali I would like to visit. But like I said, we traveling. I wish I would have did this when I was younger, in my 20s, and I think I talked about this before on the show. I wish I would have did this shit when I was younger in my 20s, prior to having children, because I had the money, because I had a good job, for being that age, and I didn't because mentally I was like how a lot of people in Chicago or people from the hood, we get stuck on the block. So I wasn't trying to go nowhere for spring break. I wasn't trying to, I was like, oh, little college kids and shit, getting down there and acting stupid and shit. Now here I am, 45-year-old lady in spring break acting stupid. I wish I would have did that when I was 21. So that is one piece of advice that I tell my younger people, especially when they're in their 20s, especially if they have like if they're still living with their parents or they got a good job and they're they can like and you don't have children or responsibilities like that, like live that, like go to different countries, vacation, like do that shit before you become an adult. You know what I'm saying? Like I swear to God, like I wish I would have got out of that hood mentality a lot sooner than now. You know what I'm saying? Because had I, because I just wasn't. I was just trying to be on the block. I'm trying to be in the hood. That's why I made my daughter study abroad. One studied in Italy and the other one in London. Traveled to see the world. Yes, that was probably fucking awesome. I don't know if I would have did that. I probably should have. You know what? I told myself I wish I would have. I wish I would have traveled a lot. Cause who knows if my ass would have stayed in fucking the state of Illinois. Had I did that shit when I was younger, I probably wouldn't even be here right now. I'd probably be, I don't know, in Tanzania or some bullshit. Who knows? Who knows where the fuck Jessica would have been? But life is what it is. But like I said, I wish I would have got out of that hood mentality a lot fucking sooner. But when you in that hood mentality type of bullshit, you get stuck on the block, you get stuck in this little fucking square shit, and you don't venture out. You have no like I didn't care to like I went to Mexico with my OG. Like, you know what I mean? I went to the Philippines when I was like 11. You know what I'm saying? But I had no desire to go any fucking where. I think we went to Vegas and that was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I wish I would have did that earlier. So I told my younger people earlier, whether you're a client, whether you're my family, whatever, like do that shit. Enjoy the fucking world. Go see that shit. Be safe. don't end up in the hospital or in jail and shit. That's why I won't ever fucking go to Hawaii. I will never fucking go to Hawaii, and I'm not going through that story about the Hawaii trip. I think I might have told y'all before, but I'm never going to. I'm never, ever, 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 ever going to Hawaii or Honolulu. That's a nice. That's a nice mix. Amen. What's an angel? What's a nice mix? I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. Um, but I'm excited that I have this. You. So, are you a tax expert? Hell no, no. I can take your taxes. You got some money? No, I'm not a tax expert. I don't know shit about none of that shit. I give it to my CPA. I say, here you go. Here you go. I don't even do TurboTax. I don't trust myself because nope, I don't do none of that shit. Here's the accountant. Here you go. You handle that and give me my money. Nope. I won't even lead you down the wrong. No. Nope. Nope. No. Look, I think I had my brother do my taxes one year, and I was kind of like side eyeing him for a long time, like, mm. And then you go to them hood accountants, you know what I'm saying? They be like, yo, I'm gonna get you like $8,000 and shit. And that sound cool, but then I'd be like, I don't want to go to jail like in 2 years. Like, I'm sorry, no. I'm not trying to fuck over the government. Look, when COVID was happening and these small businesses were getting these loans and shit, he said, "Nah, I'm cool." But then I'd be like, I'll stick to H&R Black, but I've been meaning to switch out to someone different. I've used H&R Black before, and that's cool. The only reason I don't mind going to them type of joints is because they have a guarantee and they have an insurance that if they fuck up your taxes, it's their responsibility. So if you owe money or if they fucked it up or some way or whatever, like they take care of that shit. So that's why here you go. You do it. I ain't trying none of this shit. But no, what I was saying is that so when COVID was happening, you know how these people were like doing these like small business loans, knowing that they ain't had no business and shit. And all these motherfuckers are going to jail and shit. I got a small business and they were trying to like, man, yo, you can get like $10,000 and all of this shit. I said, no, thank you. Because you know what? I don't look, I nope, look, I've been to county before. I ain't trying to look. It was only fucking 4 days, but that was enough for me to realize, nope, a bitch ain't made for fucking jail. I don't want no bitch coming up to me talking about let me braid your hair. I don't want to eat hot dogs and hot and beans and shit. No, thank you. Nope, and I don't. If that was fucking county, I can't even imagine federal prison. Nope. I'll cut a bitch and run. No, thank you. I will fight, but I'm not trying to kill nobody because I'm not trying to go to jail. Like, no, I like freedom. I like freedom. I like taking a shower without nobody watching me. I mean, unless it's the boo, you feel me? But like, no. I don't want to like. I look. It was only 4 days in county. Did you know how many motherfucking bitches was like, bitch, can I braid your hair? No, thank you. No. I said, don't make my motherfucking 4 days turn into 30. Whole time I'm like, oh my God, please. Inside, I was like, please leave me alone. But on the outside, you can't be no punk bitch. I'm not made for jail though. To be honest, like, no, I'm cool. I'm cool. So that's why I don't want no gun. That's why I want a gun, but I don't want a gun. Because like I said, if y'all follow my social media, I be saying all the time, like, I'm healing. I be trying to work on myself. And then I be thinking I'm okay. And then I get mad, right? And then it takes a lot for me to get mad. So when I get mad, my crazy come out or my crazy thoughts come back. And I be like, ooh. But Jess, I tell myself, Jess, do you want to go to jail? And the answer is hell the fuck no. So then I calm down. You feel me? So I'll be trying to be crazy just enough so motherfuckers know, like, don't fuck with me, but not enough that I go to jail. You feel me? Like, I'll pull up on a motherfucker and be, and be like 3 inches from his legs, but not hit him though, because I don't want to go to jail for, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'll be hit and run. But just enough. Can you imagine if a fucking car was coming at you and they breaking shit and they like 3 inches from your legs, from your kneecaps and shit, but they don't hit you. But the fear of them almost hitting you, see, that's a little crazy. See, so then I be thinking like I'm healed and shit like that, but then I get those kind of thoughts and I be like, but what happens if you don't break in time and then you end up hitting the person and then that person wants to like, like call the police and shit, and now you got to deal with all of that shit. So see, so those, you got to balance yourself out and shit. So that's why I try not to get myself involved in none of that shit, because I know I'm crazy. Hence why I don't want a gun, because I know that if I get into a headspace, that I'll be like, bitch. No, I'm just joking now. Those are just all jokes. No, I'm joking. No, I'm way past all of that shit. I mean, it's still there. It's always going to be there. But I think I'm in a better place that I don't, and like I said, I don't involve myself around crazy. I see that shit, I'd be like, I'm going to move around. I'm going to go that way cuz I ain't got the time. And I don't want gray hairs and I don't want wrinkles. And I think all that stress will give you gray hairs and wrinkles. So that's my mindset. It's like, do I want wrinkles? Because that's what worry does, right? Worry and stress gives you wrinkles and gray hair and all of that shit. I don't want none of that shit. So I'd be like, I don't want wrinkles. That's why I got to remind myself, nope, I don't want wrinkles. We not going to stress about it. And we let that shit go. That's exactly what's going to happen. We let that shit go. But I think, yeah. So that was my trip to Florida. You know, we had a great time. Um, I want to go to a different part of Florida though. Next time it's gonna be a different part. But we had a great time. I needed that unplug. I'm back. Got energy back, so we good. So y'all taking some trips? Let me know. Let me know. I know I got like a cousin that's turning 50. I got another cousin that's turning 40. So like y'all watching my social media, y'all might be we we out of here, baby. So if you want to take a trip, you interested in joining us or some bullshit, maybe we could start like a traveling club or some bullshit. I look like I had fun, bitch. I had a ball. You feel me? I had a great time. Yeah, but you know what? That's just me though. I look. You could put me in the middle of the desert, and I am going to have a party. That's the kind of mentality that I have. How about a cruise? Yes. So I want to do a cruise. My girlfriend was sending me all these prices on cruises and shit. And I told her, let's start with a small cruise. Let's do like a 3 day, 4 day cruise, right? She sent me the motherfucking prices. I said, is that per day or like for the whole trip? She said, no, bitch, this is for the whole trip. Run that shit, bitch. What? It was like $200 for a fucking 3 day or 4 day. And she said, well, I want to like do an ocean view. Now, I had this discussion with one of my clients earlier this week. And I was like, you want an ocean view to look at water? Because it's like, we're in the middle of an ocean. You can go on the deck. But if you want that, it's okay. I will support you. Like, I don't give a fuck. You want a balcony, a suite, whatever. It's okay. But I'm like, you want an ocean view? It's the same fucking ocean. You'll see the same ocean in this hour, in the next hour. Like, but if that's what she wants, it's okay. I support it. Um, but yeah, I want to do a cruise. I've never done a cruise, so I want to do a cruise to experience that. So hopefully that's in my future. this year. I'm trying to do like at least another. Well, we got one booked, right? That's a little mini. That's like a little mini trip. So I'm trying to do my mother's. I'm trying to do my cousins, and I want to do a cruise. So that's this year. But I'm trying to plan our. I'm shit. I'm trying to plan a motherfucking trip for next year, fucking year. Um, but yeah, I just feel like just take the time to do it because everybody be like, oh, I'm gonna wait till I retire, and I'm gonna wait till this. I'm gonna wait till that. I'm gonna wait, and you're waiting for what? Like at the end of the day, life is passing you up. Life is like time don't wait for nobody. You feel me? So like you're waiting for what? Like the stress is gonna still be here when you come back. Some shit you can't control. So then, like, no, not me. Nope, not gonna happen. Oh, okay. Yeah. So that was my trip. That was what I was talking about. Um, I'm just happy I got a little sun. You feel me? A little bit. I can't wait. I was looking too white. I needed some more. But yeah. So we gonna wrap it up because I'm getting a little tipsy here. I can't believe it's already March. Oh, god damn it. Um, so ooh, ooh. So the next show is going to be April 17th. So that'll be after tax day, y'all. So hopefully y'all get your taxes in. This is your reminder to get your taxes done and in and do that shit. I don't got really nothing else going on right now. I'm still looking. There's a few comedy shows that I'm trying to get on or do or whatever. That's not necessarily an open mic. So if I get on there, I'm gonna let y'all know. Um, I don't got nothing for the next fucking 2 weeks other than a whole lot of fucking baseball. Baseball this, baseball that, whatever, whatever. But I do have a goal of going to a Sox freaking game this year. I keep telling myself for the last 2 years, I've been telling myself I'm trying to get out there to Comiskey Park. I have not been able to get out there or guaranteed field, whatever the fuck it's called now. But I'm trying to get out there this summer. I don't know. Y'all need to make a list of shit that you want to do, and do them. There's a whole bunch of festivals that I didn't go to last year that I'm gonna fucking do this year. Cause why not? So, yeah. Hopefully, y'all tune in April 17th. Um, Cubs. You know what? I also go to Cubs games, but I have a boatload of customers that are Cub fans, and when they can't make the games because some of them are season ticket holders, so when they can't make the games, they be like, "Yo, Jess, do you want these tickets?" I mean, don't get me wrong, I pay, but I don't pay like full price. They be like, "Do you want these tickets? Just whatever, just do my hair." Run that shit. It's like, let's go. So I end up going to a lot more Cubs games than apparently I don't have no fucking White Sox fucking customers. Cause I'll barter. You'll go with me. Hey, next time, don't worry. The next time I get some, I'll know to call you. But yeah, I don't have no White Sox. So I'll barter with them. They be like, yo, I'll give you these tickets. You don't charge me for my next hairdo. What? Of course. No problem. Shit, look, if y'all got link, I'll fucking take some link. You know what I'm saying? Like we can work out a deal here. Don't worry. But anyways, I'm gonna let y'all go for tonight. Y'all heard enough of me talking and shit. So yeah, next show is gonna be April 17th. Y'all enjoy the beginning of your April. Hopefully, this fucking weather lets the fuck up and we get some nice weather so we can hit some barbecues nice and early. Other than that, I thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Sippin' and Trippin'. I love y'all. I'm out.